Hello and welcome to the Saturday Box Seat episode previewing racing on Strickland Stakes Day, Saturday the 26th of June 2021, where the rail is at the 3 metre position, comes in a long way from Wednesday's 21 metre rail. We should hopefully have a good 4, fingers crossed. It's a soft 6 at time of recording, but there's been no rain around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday in Perth, so hopefully a good 4 and conditions ideal for winter racing, 20 degrees and sunny. Race number 1, free entry to Belmont Park for the 2-year-olds. It's over 1,200 metres and we're going to watch the last start victory of Groundbreaker.
Of the straight, so's Here's Dreaming, and they're followed by Dynamic Ruler. A scrape on the outside reaches the lead at the 300. She's only a length and a half in front as Groundbreaker comes out after a straight, but she gave the tail a big swish. She's trying to kick again, a straight, but Groundbreaker keeps coming. Groundbreaker draws level, now heads off a straight, followed then by Here's Dreaming. It's Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker beat home a straight third.
There were a couple of last start winners to choose from. Groundbreaker, Forever Dreaming, Guard the Safe, a couple of trial winners as well. So it should prove to be a nice strong 2-year-old race. But at the 1,200 metres and with the barrier draws, I'm going to side with Colin Webster's filly here in Forever Dreaming. I thought she was very good last start when victorious. The form held up last Saturday through Beads, to a lesser extent during the week through Vranyo. I think from the draw, Troy Turner and Forever Dreaming get a really nice midfield run with cover, and I don't see a reason why she can't make it 2 in a line. For me in the opener, number 8, Forever Dreaming. Number 13, Vogue's Choice, very speedy looking filly of Hayden Ballantyne's. Led them up in a 400 metre jump out last campaign and beat boom galloper Pat Scott Sass by 3 or 4 lengths. Recently, won a 950 metre trial at Lark Hill, definitely looks the testing material. Number 3, our replay horse Groundbreaker, hard to not like what we saw there in replay, and of course on Wednesday, a straight got the job done to make that form look good. Then number 11, and that's Search and Rocks, who got a long way out of her ground on debut in a fast run 1000 and was weaving a passage through nicely late. My numbers in race number 1, 8, 13, 3 and 11. Race number 2, Tab Touch West Speed Platinum over 1,200 metres. And again, we get to see Speedy Miss go around. She again runs second here in replay to the grey I'm Pretty.
Bridge being clicked up, running third, Speedy Miss next. A long way back, Lord Lonsdale and I'm Pretty. Coming to the 275 though. Wuck and Tanker reach the lead. Speedy Miss now quickly joins in. So does Oxbridge. I'm Pretty is running on brilliantly behind them, the grey. I'm Pretty descends upon Speedy Miss. Grabs the lead now, I'm Pretty. And that is a pretty good win. I'm Pretty scored with the ears pricked by 2.
Speedy Miss is going really well. She won 2 starts ago. She ran second to I'm Pretty. Last start 7 days ago in replay there, she runs second to I'm Pretty. So no doubt Dan and Ben Pearce are pretty excited to see that Adam Durant's in-form mare is not in this field. She backs up off 7 days, she comes back to 1,200 metres, but she draws a really nice gate here to get a lovely run close handy to the speed. She has enough gate speed to settle 1 out, 1 back, and if she does land in that position, I think at around a $4 quote, she's not a bad bet in this race. She should be going pretty close to victory. She's getting closer and closer. She's a very consistent mare. Number 1, Speedy Miss. Number 2, Excellent Express Time. Definitely a horse that has a lot of upside, but tends to get really pulling in the run and also hasn't won past 1,000 metres in the past. So there's a few little things against her here as well as the weight, but she's definitely one of the top winning chances. Number 5, Vital Blast, who I thought finished off well first up. Steps now at 1,200 metres from 1,000, draws a better gate, but of course does still have those bar plates on. Number 3, OBH, no guarantee to start on the weekend, but if he does go around, he'll come out running in an attempt to find the breeze. My numbers in race number 2, 1, 2, 5 and 3. Race number 3, Jane Carr 50th birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jane. It is a handicap, it is over a mile, and we're going to watch the last start victory of the filly Blow Me Out.
Recharger Zephyr Queen, Blow Me Out, tackling them both, reached the lead. It's Blow Me Out hitting the front from Recharger. Zephyr Queen gave in without a yelp. Back behind them, Beat the Bro, not getting a lot of room, and now Pike goes to work on Secret Statue. Sets out after Blow Me Out. Blow Me Out at the 100 of the leader. Secret Statue picking it off. Beat the Bro gets a late run. Brave Dreams come late. Beat on the inside. Blow Me Out fighting back tooth and nail.
Blow Me Out victorious. Also back in fourth along the inside was Beat the Bro. So it is a form reference that was worth watching here for this race. Blow Me Out's got a really bad draw to contend with. Jade McNaught probably dictated 2 will have to drag back. Beat the Bro's also drawn awkwardly in gate 9, but tends to go well 3 wide the trip. So I am going to just push those 2 down the order, but they're definite top 4 chances. The placement I love here of number 1, Aberdeen Queen. She comes from a 72 plus, back to a 66, back to a 60 plus. She comes back 2 cogs in grade. She has to carry weight, but she is a proven weight carrying mare. She's a very consistent mare, she's a very honest mare, and she has a lovely turn of foot. What she's got here to work with is a really nice gate for Mitchell Pateman, so he should have her forward of midfield with cover. And if the real Aberdeen Queen turns up, I think some of these are going to have to go to a new level to beat her. Probably one of the better bets on the program, number 1, Aberdeen Queen. Number 2, Beat the Bro. Quirky little horse this. He tends to do his best work 3 wide and chasing. So I think here Paul Harvey might just plant him out in the cheap seats and see how he goes. Number 4, On Red Alert, who got absolutely no luck last start, was 3, 4, 5 wide into the corner, and now he's drawn to get a lovely little rails run. And our replay filly, Blow Me Out. If you can reproduce that turn of foot, she's a definite winning chance, but she's going to have to do it from a fair way back in the field. My numbers in race number 3, 1, 2, 4 and 5. Race number 4, Vale Paul Stilitano handicap, over 1,000 metres for the 3-year-olds. We go back 7 days ago and watch the very narrow defeat of Vain Tempest.
Running third, Vain Tempest. It drifted right out. Timely Outburst. Had to go out there with it, so Rain of Fire finds the inside with Speed Dream as well. On the outside, Timely Outburst, Vain Tempest. It won't lay down though. And then Speed Dream getting home strongly on the inside of Rain of Fire, but Timely Outburst and Vain Tempest are having a 2-horse war. Vain Tempest on the inside. The favourite dives at it. Gee, that's close.
I thought Vain Tempest was excellent there in defeat. The filly that got the better of her late Timely Outburst. She's got a very imposing winning strike rate, and she definitely is underrated. So Vain Tempest here backs up off 7 days, goes from 1,200 back to the Flying 1,000, has a 3 kilo claim of Victoria Corver engaged, and has the gate speed to be right in the box seat, probably following the likely leader Madame Torio and the speedy Acromantula. From there, definitely one of the horses they need to beat, but it is going to be a high pressure, high speed 1,000. I'm going to go with a swooper here. Just have the feeling that Grant and Alana Williams are about to go bang, ending the season. They had 3 winners on the program on Wednesday. They have a really good handle on their horses at the moment, and they seem to be hitting their straps all at about the same time. So I'm thinking here that returning 3-year-old Secret Plan could be hard to beat late. Likely to get back, likely to run on, so you know what you're going to get from a betting perspective. But if the real Secret Plan turns up, he could easily run past these. Number 7. Number 3, Vain Tempest, the form on the board from last week, no doubt. Number 2, Acromantula, 59 kilos is a lot of weight to carry and runs into some pretty talented opposition here. Number 5, Rain of Fire, who went around favourite last week in the race that we watched there in replay, but just didn't quite finish off at the 1,200. My numbers in race number 4, 7, 3, 2 and 5. Race number 5, Amelia Park handicap over 1,000 metres, and it is the colours of Amelia Park here with our favourite Miss Kentucky. This is her last start victory 8 weeks ago.
Comet Gemma's Son nursed into the home straight, led the way, led by 1.5 lengths, got away from Captain Kink, Riverbow, Miss Konteki trying to thread her way through. Nero Dio, this will test you there, coming down the outside. Miss Konteki got the split though, hit the front. Nero Dio's on the outside, they beat off Gemma's Son. Miss Konteki wins again. Miss Konteki.
We have to go back 56 days to that replay, so Simon Miller's given his gun mare a bit of a freshen up here. She's had 8 starts, she's won 7 of them, she's got an electrifying turn of acceleration, and she also has tactical speed to overcome that slightly tricky draw in gate number 6. There looks to be a good amount of speed here through the likes of Gemma's Son and Boomtastic, so I'm expecting Chris Parnham will be probably 5th or 6th in running with the mare Miss Kentucky, and the way she's going, she could definitely win this, and she could definitely win a Bowfine Stakes in a fortnight. No reason for me to be tipping past her. I think she can make it 8 from 9. Very exciting, this mare. Number 4, Miss Kentucky. Number 5, Pans Down, stablemate to the favourite. A 3-year-old taking on the older horses, who was narrowly defeated last start by Nero Dio. Nothing wrong with that form. Nero Dio is obviously, like Miss Kentucky and maybe like Pans Down, off to the Bovine Stakes. Number 1, Gemma's Son, the 3-year-old colt of David Harrison's, who's taken all before him in his whirlwind little career. Very hard horse to fault and probably finds the front here. Number 8, Boomtastic, took a sit last start, didn't get a lot of luck. Justin Warwick's stable going well at the back end of the season. My numbers in race number 5, 4, 5, 1 and 8. Race number 6, Peninsula Dining Room Handicap over 1,300 metres. This is a nightmare of a race to try and dissect, so we went to watch a last start victor. This is Fair Do.
War. Best part of 7 or 8 lengths from these leaders, where Fair Joy on the outside reached a narrow lead from Nahachi. It's Fair Joy 3/4 Nahachi. Behind them is Fair Do running on, followed by Stocktaker. And then came Forest War running on with 100 left to go. Fair Do, Fair Joy. Fair Joy comes back. Fair Do, Forest War is on the scene late. But Fair Do was too good for them first up.
There are so many different ways you could tip in this race. I'm going to, from a quaddie perspective, take at least 7, 8, 9 or 10. You could make a case for a lot of these horses. There's a lot of clashing form lines. So I'm thinking here that it might be a race where we can get a little bit of value. It might just throw up a result. And I'm going to go with Ash Maley's mare here in Skin and Tins. Now, I can see her Belmont Park record. It's horrendous. She's never won after 14 or 15. But I am convinced she's going particularly well this campaign. She comes back in grade from a hot form reference race that we will see later on through Comfort Me, through She's a Charmer, through Bright Diamond. So she's well placed, she's well drawn, she's well weighted, and you know that you're going to get double figures about this ever consistent mare. So I thought she was a chance in a wide open race. Number 2, Skin and Tins. Number 8, Mr. Delegator. I loved his trial. If Secret Plan goes well earlier on in the program, then at the $7, $8 or $9 that he's likely to go around, he's definitely worth a bet. Number 15 in Secret Statue in the Cerise and White. 3 back the fence gate, number 1. Probably a nice spot for him in running. And number 11, Island Missile. Very consistent. Doesn't win out of turn, but clearly come back to racing well. My numbers in race number 6, 2, 8, 15 and 11. Race number 7, Crown Perth Handicap, over 2,200 metres for the stayers. A lot of horses come from this replay. It's Black Shadow victorious, but it's also Born to Try, Blackwater Bay, All Man, Bonneville Black and a stack of others.
Banquet led, tackled by Secret Pearl, who'd been wide all the way. Bonneville Black, Black Shadow cuts the corner, and Blackwater Bay lets down. At the 300, Blackwater Bay, Secret Pearl, Black Shadow against the rail. Midnight Banquet behind them from Juliet. Over on the inside, Black Shadow out in the middle of the track. Secret Pearl, Blackwater Bay, All Man. Lady Duckworth is running on. Secret Pearl, Black Shadow, but Black Shadow down on the inside too good. Black Shadow for Romilly.
Add the mare Secret Pearl into that list as well, who is finishing off well into second placing. These stayers do tend to chop and change throughout the course of the winter staying season. I'm going to throw up that order just a little bit here because I'm going to go with Blackwater Bay. He comes down to 54 kilos coming up in grade, so he gets some well-deserved weight relief. He was a winner 2 starts ago in a very similar class of race to this. He draws a much better barrier, and so he should get a much better run than what we saw there in replay. And he's likely to go around each way in a race that probably should be each way the field. Tough staying race this, but I'm going each way with number 8, Blackwater Bay. Number 10, Born to Try. She drops 8 kilos out of that run with Keshore Durun's claim. She's drawn in the car park, but she definitely is showing a really good turn of foot and she can sustain a run. Number 3, True Attraction, sat back in an awfully slowly run race last week. Backs up off 7 days, William Pike elects to ride. Definitely a winning chance, but going to need some luck in running. Number 6, the mare Secret Pearl, going really well, should get the right run, but again, like the previous, you could tip any number of 8, 9 or 10 different horses in this wide open stayers event. My numbers in race number 7, 8, 10, 3 and 6. Race number 8 is our feature, the Breast Cancer Research Centre of WA Strickland Stakes at Group 3 level, 2,000 metres, standard weight for age. The natural form reference race here is the C Corp Hyperion Stakes over a mile. That's what we're going to watch in replay.
Outside Massimo called upon. Valor Road back near the fence, but Dance Music let down. She's off and gone. Further back in the field to KC and the Velvet King trying to weave his way through at the 200. Dance Music, the leader from Money Matters. Valor Road. Massimo keeps coming down the outside. Dance Music's in front. Valor Road trying to get off her back. Dance Music, the stablemate. Valor Road diving. I think he might have got there. It might have been Valor.
8 of the 10 horses in this field come from that replay, so you might want to go back a little bit and watch it again and again. The only 2 additions to this field are Naughty by Nature, a last start ratings winner, and also Bella's Idol, who's coming out of ratings races and Southwest Cups and Northwest Cups as well. So I think that the form reference is the Hyperion Stakes, and it is an interesting race to try and dissect. The Cerise White horse up along the inside late, running midfield, was Leading Girl. She ran the fastest last 1,000, 8, 6, 4 and 2, so all sectionally very impressive. You then get to the Velvet King, who was a beaten favourite in that event, missed the kick badly, tracked up nicely, chopped out for a run late. It's a tough race to dissect this. I'm going to go with Leading Girl, pretty much on the fact that I know that she stays. She's a winner at 2,000 metres and beyond, and a lot of these horses aren't. So while she isn't that well suited at weight for age, I think she can open up her black type account here. Number 9 in Leading Girl. Number 2, the Velvet King. If he was a 2,000 metre winner, you'd change it around, no worries, and put him on top. You just wonder whether or not he's looking for the full 10 furlongs. Number 8, Dance Music. Very similar story. If she was a winner at 2,000, she would arguably go on top. Going really, really well, giving a really strong kick, but just paddles in that last 100, 150 at this type of distance. Number 1, Come Play With Me, who ran Stone Motherless last in the replay that we just watched, but is a well-known stayer and is proven at weight for age. My numbers in the feature: race number 8, 9, 2, 8 and 1. Race number 9, Furphy Handicap, 1,400 metres to round out the day. And we're going to watch the Spruker winning again in 3-year-old company.
Sun tries to rally though. Sun Urologic. The Spruker joins in. She's God to You gets the split. Goes 2 walks. Jedi Mind. I'm Eugene behind those. At the 200, the Spruker grabbed the lead from She's God to You. Jedi Mind a length and a half away, but running around. It's the Spruker from She's God to You. Jedi Mind trying to straighten up ahead of I'm Eugene, but the Spruker goes back to back. The Spruker won it by a long neck.
Hard to argue that he hasn't come back in career best form, and maybe Steve Wolf has pulled the right rein here, avoiding the WA Guineas and She's a Charmer last weekend to take on the older horses here. I just struggled to map this horse. He's drawn in gate number 13. He's been afforded every opportunity in 2 small field runs in 3-year-old grade, so we might just have to do a little bit of work here in the middle stages, and that might be enough to see him undone. Personally, I think we save the best till last. Willie Pike in the last with the Cerise White. It's Bright Diamond for me. She went under at an odds-on quote last start, and on face value, pretty disappointing, pretty plain. But since then, we've seen the form really hold up. Last week, we saw Comfort Me win a 72 plus. We saw She's a Charmer win the Belmont Guineas. I think here that Bright Diamond gets a lovely chance to make amends here. Pike in the last for me, number 10, Bright Diamond. Number 6, Lonsdale Lady, who was a winner first up this grade, this distance, this track last campaign. And then the 2 3-year-olds here who take on the older horses. Number 7, No Surrender. Number 8, the Spruker. They met 2 starts ago. There wasn't a whole lot between them, and there is a significant weight pull to No Surrender, so maybe he can turn the tables on the Spruker at a little bit of odds. My numbers in race number 9, 10, 6, 7 and 8. Best bets on what could be one of the last box seat episodes of the season. We're going race 3, number 1, Aberdeen Queen, and in the lucky last, race 9, number 10, Bright Diamond. We'll see you next Wednesday as we preview midweek racing, but stay tuned, there are some changes coming up to the previewing of racing in Perth.